The temperatures are so warm today that my phone is cutting out due to the high temp. So let me wrap this up with a little part 2 real quick. So here's a little planter we have in front of the house here with all kind of flowering plants and roses. We got these little butterflies you see scamping around here. There's about a half dozen of them that have been hanging out here for about the last 3 or 4 days. They love it. So you can see the roses, other flowering plants. And then here, look at this rose bush. My wife loves roses, and this one is a knockout. Some flowering bushes here, these flowering bushes here with the little white flowers. Hummingbirds love them. Butterflies love them. We get the geckos hanging out on our fence, just chilling either on the top rail or clinging to the fence itself. These little white flowering bushes will get much larger. That rose bush is outstanding. Some more leafy plants back here. Our bushes that line our walkway are exploding. Another rose bush here. This is a recycled, reclaimed pot, ancient pot from the old house that we found in the middle of a field near the house. We grabbed it up, cleaned it up, and it now holds about 50 gallons of rainwater. And it's set up here because the rainwater comes off the corner there and just fills that pot really nicely. I was going to set up a rain barrel gutter kind of construction thing. Totally unnecessary. This thing fills up quite rapidly when it rains. We put some of the 5-gallon buckets here that drip down and it fills up fast. So no need for that. These bushes here were very tiny when they first got planted, and now they line the walkway really nice, and they're going to get fatter and bigger. 2 bushes here, new, put in. Some trees back here that are growing very nicely. Some more of those white flowering bushes back there. Some other plants and trees each end here. Those are rose bushes. They'll get big and climb up the wall and over the wall. Roses in the midst of the center ring here, surrounded by leafy plants. Some more trees here, here. There's a big tree back there against the wall. So things are really doing great. It's just fantastic. It's so pleasant just to walk around here. I come out several times a day, throughout the day, morning, afternoon, and evening, just walking around and drinking and taking it all in. The bird life here is fantastic. The birds love hanging around this area. We've set up a lot of plants and stuff. There's got to be probably, well, there's several birds' nests in this tree. So they're hanging out and making homes and having babies. You can see how peaceful it is and quiet. So this is it. This is the landscaping. Of course, we'll add more things as we go along, but it's come out and it's filled out really well. And it's just such a pleasant experience to come out here in the serenity, and just look and visually, and how pleasant it is just to walk around the garden space. And in the evenings and in the mornings, we've got some chairs we'll pull out and just sit down and have coffee. We've got to get some serious outdoor furniture. You guys know this is the ramp to take the motorbike into the house. We've got some serious outdoor furniture that we have to get. And my project, my second floor my massive second floor patio project is in the works inside the brain. But it's just a matter of location, purchase, delivery, and setup. But there's a lot of landscaping that needs to go on that second floor patio, and there's just a lot of things that still need to be done to where we start using that space a lot more often. What we need is, quite frankly, is above the second floor patio, we need to put a power shade, a power awning that powers out, kind of like this, but a fabric awning and without the need for 2 support posts. But they have them where they just attach to the back wall and then the awning powers out, because in the middle of the day, when the sun gets across the roof line, that second story patio just gets slammed with the sun. We need serious outdoor patio furniture, which we'll eventually get around to, and just keep working it. The inside of the house, nice and cool. Everything's doing great there. Bike rides, fishing, hanging out at the house. It's just so easy to exist out here, and so pleasant that it's like, you know, it's just, this was the whole plan, this was the whole intention, was to create a space out here where it's nice and peaceful and quiet, that one can live a quiet, nice, beautiful existence. You know, my wife runs out to the market, we run here and there, I go fishing, I go bike riding, we go visit her parents. We take bike rides around the neighborhood here, and you know, it's a slow, quiet life. It's not anything crazy. I'm gonna step out here for a second because I know my iPhone's gonna heat up real quick again. You guys, I think you know about the paper flower tree in the corner here. I think it's 4 different colors. Beautiful. It will grow and then pour over the top of the wall. She's got some vegetable plants growing here and some kind of herbs and stuff underneath the tree. Hey, a few hanging plants. This one goes back, geez, almost like 5 years. So we brought that along. Of course, this is the mango tree, the giant mango tree. We should have those pretty soon. And then, of course, the house. A couple plants up here. This is all the giant second floor patio. You know about that. And so, you know, it's a good size house. It's very light and airy inside of the home. You know, the master bedroom with the separate master bath and closets and everything that we put in. She's a good house, and we've really made it into just this really awesome space. So I wanted to show you guys the exterior. Let me come over here for a second. The rice is ready. You can see they've harvested a little bit here. It's getting that golden color. Corn and rice, peanuts, vegetables, things like that. All kind of growing stuff. Bamboo trees out here, these palms that line the road that goes nowhere. Yeah, it's just, I mean, this is so great. And you know, I'll just briefly mention that anybody that does any kind of research, YouTube entertainment or serious kind of research to say, you know, what's it like to be an expatriate in Vietnam? Just ignore all that bullshit, because it's just a bunch of lame ass Westerners who come out here on a 90-day tourist visa and pretend they live in Vietnam, and they're always vlogging from cities like Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. Noisy, crazy, insane, stupid, dumb. But that's all they got, because they have to stay within a geographical area here that can support them as non-Vietnamese speaking dickweeds. Apartment hunting, access to food and entertainment, and other bullshit that we all need to live a day-to-day existence. They would not be able to function out here outside of the cities into a rural area such as this. Now I have the advantage of having a Vietnamese wife who knows everything. She's a local. She knows the culture. She knows how shit works out here. So that's a true blessing. This is what expatriation is all about. Establishing roots, establishing a life, an authentic life, not an inauthentic one. 99.99999% of the expats out here are living an inauthentic existence here in Vietnam. There's a very small percentage that have a authentic experience out here. And when I say that authentic experience, that includes the fortune I had of meeting and being able to enter into a loving relationship and partnership with a beautiful Vietnamese woman. An awesome, fantastic woman, local woman. It's just the icing on top of the icing of the icing of the cake. Madly in love with that woman. She means the world to me. I'd do anything for her. And she for me. It's a woman who didn't have opportunities in life, like even a lot of Vietnamese do. That a lot of Vietnamese come from wealthy families. They go to the best schools, then they go overseas for university, then they get good jobs in America or in Europe or in parts outside of Vietnam, or sometimes they come back and then they get good jobs here and they live quite well. Well, my wife comes from a poor family without opportunities for university education. But together, we have been able to create, I think, a life and a living factor that is quite enviable to a lot of Vietnamese. Of course, my wife's not 22, 23 years old. She's starting to see the signpost at the end of the road that says 40. And me, well, you know I'm an old chicken. Part of my responsibility for the joy of having her in my life is to make sure when I kick the bucket, lay down for the last time, is that she's never going to have to worry about money again. She'll never have to work again. She'll be in a permanent state of retirement, and she can enjoy all of this. My wife is a strong, independent, very savvy, very smart individual. She knows how to handle people. She knows how to handle life. And hopefully I'm with her for another decade or two. That would be sweet. That's the goal. But if that goal doesn't work out, she's going to be doing just fine. My wife is like me. She's an introvert, not an extrovert. We enjoy life. We have done some travel. We're going to do a lot more travel in life. We enjoy each other's company. We enjoy hanging around the house. We enjoy the things that we do around here, the little tasks that we run, and all the little things that we do as part of our day-to-day lives. So it's cool, but we're introverts. A little bird right on the little nozzle that comes out of the side of the house there, that I told you drips that excess from the air conditioning, and that one's perched on it and getting a little drink of water. Maybe it's going to take a little bath. I think I interrupted it. As soon as I go away, they'll come get into that little bath there, which is cool. So I'll come over here where I don't disturb them. I don't know. I don't vlog a lot. I don't have a YouTube channel that I'm putting a lot of effort into to try to grow a channel and to try to establish some sort of income source from it. Of course not. And my vlogging has reduced significantly since I first got here several years ago. But occasionally I will pull it out because I'm trying to set the example for people that are interested or may tune in of how one is supposed to establish an expatriate lifestyle in a normal fashion, in an authentic fashion. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you very much for watching my vlogs. I hope you're all doing well. Please, if you do tune in, you want to leave a comment or have any questions about anything, leave it in the comment section and I can tell you anything that you might want to know at this point after these many years in Vietnam about Vietnam. So if you have any questions about anything regarding Vietnam, just ask me. If I don't know it, I'll ask my wife and she'll give the proper answer so that I can let you guys know. Okay, have a nice day.